What up? Today we're gonna go over how to get depth out of a drawing. So like, if you're trying to get more depth out of your drawing, what are some things you can do? I'm gonna give you a couple little tips that I think are easy, simple. So that's pretty much what the video is gonna be about. So stick with me to the end. It's only 8 minutes, probably less. What I want you to do though, right now, before that, hit the subscribe and click the bell notification. That is going to let you know when I post. I post a little erratically right now. I'll probably try to post once a week, but yeah, sometimes that's how it works out. So let's get started. Number one, this is a picture of, I'll tell you about this. It's already pretty much done. I'm gonna tell you about how I can bring more depth to it. This is Anguirus. Anguirus is from Godzilla, right? He's the kaiju that's always kind of getting beat up. Pretty much. I don't know why this character always gets beat up, but I did my version of him like this. So what's one way you can maybe bring a little bit more depth and not make it as flat? I don't think this is very flat. I like it. I would say, but just how can I bring more depth to it? One, it would be adding the shadow right here. You add darks. See this dark back here that I put in? I'm adding this dark back here in a way, in an effort to kind of create space, right? That there's darkness toward the back. This pushes back. When you push something really dark, it either pushes it back or pushes it forward based on the context. I'm trying to find like a brush pen here. Hold on. Either pushes it back or pushes it forward. And that's kind of what I ended up doing here. 1 second. So like with this, I cannot find a brush pen, so I have to do it with this. Like right here, his arm is way back here. I should literally put this in darkness as well. And it will be pushing it back. When you bold out a line, for example, like here, when you bold it out, brings it forward. So if I wanted to bring his face a little bit forward, I would bold out maybe the outer lines of this a little bit more. I'm just gonna bold lines if I want to bring that forward at you know, while filling in a large dark space with, you know, as long as it's in that position, it shows that it's behind, right? It's giving the viewer more information, and that's kind of more or less what you want to do, is give the viewer more information. That's kind of like what everything in drawing is about, really. You know, and so that's one. Adding darks where darks need to go. That's giving more depth. Again, so just to repeat it, thicker, I would say maybe lines will often, not always, in the right context, will make things come forward. Usually, thicker lines. It kind of darkened out areas, at least if it's like a far side arm or anything like that, will usually push it back when you're using it this way. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. Alright. Number two, let's go into kind of something else here. So I want to go over really quick the kind of scale. I want to make this guy look a little bigger, because he's a kaiju. How do I make this guy look bigger? What I can do is throw other things in here, like rocks, right? You throw comparative items. Rocks can be any size, but it kind of, I don't know, it can be it can be great, you know, like that can be like a mountain right there. You want to throw in things to compare him, because everything is based on comparison, right? So when you look at something like the Hulk, right, how do you know he's huge? First off, proportion. Things within the Hulk are different within like a human, like the head smaller, making the body look way bigger. It's proportion. And you can do that with comparative items in the same exact way right here. Like, look, there's a mountain over here. Maybe there's some sort of rock or mountain over here in this area. It could be small rock as well. If you really want to hit the viewer over the head, you can do something really like, how do you say this? Maybe like a bird. You know those little bird shapes? The M right here. Really small. And you do it so small where you think no one's going to see it, but people will see it. Like when people scan the thing, they will they will look around and eventually find it. Let me actually erase some stuff too. I didn't realize how many pencil lines I still have in here. That's pretty crazy. Oops, sorry about that. So comparative size is something that you can do as well. It does create its own depth in its own way as well. And then the other thing I want to talk about really quick is contrast. So contrast is within everything, pretty much. Contrast is pretty important. So another way to create focus is to put the lightest light next to the darkest dark. Right now that's in this area right here, but if I want to more focus on his face, let me bring out some more darks in this area because there is some light on his face. But how do I bring out more darks? Maybe put a little more shadow in the tongue and his mouth, in the back there where it's going in. Right? That can definitely bring some depth. Maybe some dark here in the ear. You know, you're just adding more dark so that it plays off the lightest lights. That also helps a lot. Now, what that does is it guides the focus, because what you want to do with the viewer is you want to guide them around what you're drawing, right? That's a big thing. You really want to guide them. That's why I have all the darks and lights in this area right here and not over here, right? Because the spikes on his back, I can definitely weave in some shadows there, and I probably will do that when it's all said and done. I'm not actually fully done with this yet. But I could probably weave in some more shadows or something like that. But the focus should be, when you first look at this, you'll look around this area, in this general area, right? Anyways, that is it for the 3 tips on creating depth, at least within a sketch. There's a whole bunch of them, but that's 3. Hopefully, what I really want you to do is I want you to actually use these. That's like a huge thing. People like learn stuff and never apply it. Please, please, please apply the stuff that you learn. And if also you want to level up your drawing game, I have a Skillshare, and Skillshare has a bunch of cool free stuff. I have a free lesson right now on actually ballpoint pen, on how to draw on ballpoint pen. I pretty much put a lesson on there all about that. Right now is the first time I'm putting it on there for free. So, like, I have a free coupon, because usually what you do with Skillshare is you sign up for, like, I don't know, like a free month or something like that. And I have that link in the description as well. But I'm putting a free coupon here for the first time. Definitely, if you're really concerned about getting better, go to that, okay? Go to that. I want to really create more for this channel again. I took a break from this channel for a while, but I'm really, anxious to get back to the channel and make it awesome. And thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, thanks so much. Remember, I say this on every video. If you want to get better at drawing in general, learn to enjoy it more. Like, if you already liked it and it's starting to become kind of a drudge and you're like, oh man, like I can't get better, it's gonna be hard, okay? Really learn to see what you love about it again and get that back, and you're gonna find yourself become a much better artist. If you enjoy the process way more. You're really going to be shocked how fast you're going to improve at stuff when you just enjoy doing it again, right? It's all about mistakes, and that's part of the game, but really learn to enjoy it. Talk to you later, and I'll see you soon.